I'm a few minutes early, but I'm just going to go ahead and get on here. Hi, Becky. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Rose. Hi, Janet. Oh, Janet, it's so good to see your name again. I've been worrying about you and praying for you. I hope you're doing better. Can y'all hear me? Hi, Mina. I'm doing a lot better. I'm not as great as I want to be, but I'm doing a lot better. It has been a bad winter. They even closed a couple of schools here because of flu stuff. I don't know. I didn't find out till after it was done, but when Hannah and I missed it tandem, she told us that. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you. I wanted to show y'all a few things before we do our pick 10, and then once we do the pick 10, I'm gonna sign off for tonight. But I just missed y'all so much. I had to go ahead and come on at least for a little while. Hi, Mina. I don't know if I said hi or not. My brain is only half here right now. I've got this big journal that I made out of papers I got in Happy Mail and stuff, and I'm planning to use my Happy Mail stuff inside it. I made all these little things hanging off of it from where I sewed the signature. You can tell I didn't do a very good job of sewing my signatures, but I've never sewn 15 signatures into anything before. So it was pretty fun. Let me move these things and I'll show you kind of inside. I just shut it by putting this through it. I put it through one side, made a loop, and then through the other side. And then it comes back here so I can tie it. This is the envelope that Don Andress from Don's Crafty Room sent me stuff in. And so I opened it up and made it into the journal cover. I need to do something here. I put some clear packing tape where I was going to sew the signatures in to protect it, and then I put clear packing tape on this. And then I have just all these lovely signatures with stuff people sent me. Some of it's the envelopes, some of it's book pages that were sent, penny papers, a map, Alabama map I put in here. And there's another map. Anyway, just a bunch of different things that people sent me that I hadn't used somewhere else. I'm sure glad I saved some penny papers because that makes this book so much prettier. So I'm looking forward to working in it. I have a whole box of stuff I sorted out, all the stuff that I've been hoarding from my Happy Mail, and I'm going to use it to work in this book. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. There's a envelope, and I opened the other side here. Part of an envelope. Here's another envelope. So that one's upside down. Oh, I sewed this together when I was sick. So, hi, Beverly. It's good to see you. Here's another envelope I got stuff in. And Arlene, in that box she sent me, she had the Chicka Chicka Boom Boom book. And so I put it in here. When I realized some of the pages were gone, I didn't feel bad about putting it in here. So I've got that memory as well. And here's another envelope. And some penny papers. Rose, I think some of the penny papers that you sent me are in here. I'd been hoarding those too. And here's an envelope from Mary. And here's some paper I got in a Happy Mail. So it's just all stuff I got in Happy Mail. The things that I hadn't used yet, I went ahead and I sorted out and made into this. And this was somebody packed their Happy Mail with this, and so I stuck it in here too. I think these were stuck in the Happy Mail box, but I really think those are papers I dyed, coffee dyed, and I just stuck in there because I didn't know where else to put them. Hi, Sharon. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. There's some more maps and a bag that was in Happy Mail. Now that I've got them, out of the envelopes, I don't know who sent what, and that's why they stayed in the envelopes for so long, because I felt guilty putting them somewhere where I couldn't remember who sent what, but I decided to go ahead. Here's another Happy Mail envelope. Nothing special about it really, but I stuck it in here. I've got quite a few painty papers that were from Jerry that didn't fit in my other books when I put all my painty papers together, so I was happy to have those to go in here too. Hi, Holly. Hi, Mitz. Hi, Kathleen. I'm glad y'all are here. So I just stuck them all in here. And then I'm going to get out that basket with all the bags of different stuff that I have in here. There's a coloring book page. And I'm going to play, but not tonight. I'm just going to show it to you tonight. But that might be something I do maybe as the first part of my streams for a while, is working this book with stuff I've gotten in Happy Mail, because I want to do it where people can see what I'm doing with their stuff they gave me in Happy Mail. I love those painty papers. There's an envelope. I think this had painty papers in it from Rosie at Creative Wings, and I stuck her painty papers in here as well. So look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And so I've got a lot of fun papers in here to work with. And then this was, I can't remember who sent me this. They sent something in it, but it was a Happy Mail thing. And I just loved it, but I hadn't done anything with it, so I stuck it in here too. Made it into a signature cover. And then there's a envelope. Hi, Giovanna. I'm glad you're here. I am doing much better. I am. I know. Aren't we glad Janet's here? Makes me feel better just knowing she's here. I love this with those dots. I think this is some of the papers that I got from Creative Wings, but I'm not positive. Like I said, once it gets in here, I forget who sent it to me. And that makes me sad, but there's some dictionary paper, and on this particular one, I glued it to that envelope because it was very fine. That's how I made the signature cover for this one. There's some more map and some more painty papers. Anyway, it's all kind of basically that same stuff over and over again till it made a huge book that I'm not even sure how thick the spine is. Well, I can't get my... It's about 5 inches. 5 inches thick. 15 signatures of fun papers. And I haven't got a name for it. Anybody got a name for it? And I just tied it with this piece of fabric. Hi, Mary. I'm glad you're here. And there's my big, bulky baby. Anyway, if y'all can come up with a good name, let me know. I didn't tie that one good enough. Lovely Lulu. Told Hannah I was going to call it my big pink elephant. Oh, treasure chest. That's good too. My baby's beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Thank you, Giovanna. Hmm. I've got another journal that I'm going to make to help put all the cards and stuff that people have sent me. I thought at first I was going to put those in here. And then I realized that the pages, a lot of those painted papers have a lot of color on them. And I don't think my cards would stand out. So I'm going to put those in another journal just with like coffee dyed paper for the background. And I think I'll call that one my treasure chest because it's got a treasure of other people's art. Mina, I think I'll save that name for that one, and I'll show you that one when I get it working on it. I just I did this while I was sitting in my recliner trying to sorry, trying to keep from feeling stir crazy. So I have to coffee dye some more papers to go in the other one because I don't have any left. I gave most all of them away. But I love all the dangly things. Those were all stuff that came from Happy Mail too. So the only thing that wasn't Happy Mail is the string I used to bind it with and this fabric. So so there she is, bulky baby. Oh, bulky baby sounds good. Hmm, bulky baby or lovely Lulu. I'll have to think about that. Those keep getting tangled up. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Is they tend to snag on each other. I'll put that aside. Um, I'm going to save this. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you because Tanya may not make it tonight. But this weekend, I got both of the packages that Tanya sent me. One she sent on February 4th, and one she sent on February 19th, and they both came. They both came this weekend. Okay, I'm planning to do one, Mary. In fact, I'm going to do it pretty quick because once I do that, I'm gonna stop. I'll probably write it. I want to start by 7:30 for sure, but I sure understand when you can't stay. But thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Anyway, so both of Tanya's packages finally came at the same time when they were mailed like 2 weeks apart. So definitely have enough of Russian papers now that I got two packages from her. I think there's some Spanish in here too, and then some shorthand, which I love that too. Hi, Erin. It's good to see you. Hi, Barb. I'm glad you're here. And I think this one is pretty much exactly the same stuff. She says, here's another batch of Russian pages plus a few others. Have no idea where the first ones went. Well, they were just waiting around for their friends so they could come together. Oh, but here's the other papers that she sent me before. Um, so looks like, oh, here's some German papers too. So anyway, I think that I only have one more person who sent me something that hasn't shown up yet, or at least that told me they were sending me papers. And Adidal sent me some Italian, and I can't remember what all she was sending, but they haven't shown up either. So hopefully they will, since Tanya showed up. Bye bye, Mary. Hi, Becky. So I'm glad to have these to add to my stash of paper so I can get started on that journal pretty quick. I went to a thrift store and I got some Australian Geographic magazines. I didn't even know it was a thing. These are from, well, this one's from January and March of 96, July and September of 96, April through June. Okay, so I've got this whole year's worth of 96, and then I've got some of 95, and I've got 3 more in the house that I gave my husband to look at so that I didn't bring them out here. So those may be the rest of 95, and then the first one's from 97. But I'm just amazed at how good these look, being that old. But kind of like the National Geographics, they have maps, interesting, and the paper. This map paper is really, really nice paper. Anyways, I think these will make fun pages for journals. And the pictures, they have nice pictures, and some of them fold out like that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I know, they're really cool. And since I don't know a lot about Australia, I'm going to read them before I take them apart and harvest the pictures out of them. I'm going to read them, learn what I can. So, look at those big beetles. Good night. Those are harlequin bugs, female and the male, and these are the babies. All kinds of bugs. Backyard mini beasts, they call them. Tanya, hey, I was just showing everybody this weekend I got both of your envelopes. They came together. I guess that one was waiting at the post office till its buddy could arrive. Anyway, thank you very much. Look at the pictures. Look at that. Isn't that a gorgeous picture? And here's one of these. Anyway, it's these are really interesting. Oh, there's another one. Bugs can be beautiful. That's true. That is true. And this is a map, the exploration of Australia. It's a big old booger. Anyway, I'm looking forward to looking at all of that, and then I get to play with it too. So it'll be good. Yeah, at least now we know why the first one didn't come. That's true. It was just waiting on a friend. I found these at a thrift store. They were at the Salvation Army store, and they had all their books were 50% off that day, and each one of these magazines was 99 cents. So I got them for 50 cents a piece. So I went ahead and got all 10 of them since they were half price. I normally don't even spend 50 cents on a magazine, to be honest, but these were worth 50 cents, I thought. Oh, I would love to go to Australia. I would love to. Love to, love to. I also found this book, The Essential Handbook of Victorian Entertaining. And I got it because of the cool pictures in it. But it tells you all how all the protocol and all the things that were proper about entertaining in Victorian times. I just think it's a really cool book. To be especially avoided by gentlemen callers. If you were going into the presence of ladies, beware of onions, spirits, and tobacco. Do not use a classical quotation in the presence of ladies without apologizing for or translating it, because women were stupid, you know. That's a little insulting. Anyway, um, talks about, issuing invitations and so, oh, they even had a Murphy bed. Anyway, I just thought it was really interesting. It's going to be a fun book. I may have to do a whole journal, um, just with the things that I find the most interesting out of this book. There's definitely of um, plenty of fodder there for a journal. Oh, I'm going to get a page and gesso it real quick. Oh, that's not black. Oh. Maybe I won't gesso it. Maybe I'll just use one of these. Okay, I think I'm going to use this spread right here. This was a painty paper that I just stuck on there, so I'll let that be the background for this side, and I'll work right here. There's my pad. So what fun stuff have y'all been working on? I'm going to wait a few more minutes to start the pick 10, so you have time to talk to me a little bit. What kind of fun things have you been doing? Junk journal and a bank book. Yay, Giovanna. Ruth's doing the bank book. Oh no, Tanya. Is he okay? Did you find out any results from the test? And what was it for? Trying to get healthy. Well, that's important, Barb. That's very important. Well, I'm glad he's okay. Tell you, those head injuries, they're worrisome. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Rose. I can't wait to see pictures. I'm assuming you'll do a walkthrough or a tutorial or something like that when you get it all figured out. You always do a great job with those. Okay. Erin made some thread spool bead thingies. How cool is that? First time making them, in the chat was my design team. They turned out really, oh, that is really cool. Did you, well, I missed that live. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. It is there to watch, isn't it, Erin? I can go back and watch it. That's the hard part. I agree, Rose. Okay, well, I'll go back and watch it. Well, it's better to be sure because you can't fix something if you don't know it's a problem. Okay, why don't y'all tell me who's going to play along tonight so I can write that down? I am doing better. I am doing better. I still get tired easy, way easier than I want to, but it's reminding me of um, how miserable things were before I started eating ketogenic. I was just sick and hurting and had migraines, and I was just miserable all the time before we started eating this way. And I haven't felt this bad since we started eating this way over 2 years ago. So it's been, it's reminded me of why I'm eating the way I'm eating. I'm resting way more than I want to, Tanya. Um, I am. I've got so many things I want to do that I dream about projects in my sleep because I'm not doing anything with them during the day, I guess. But okay, Mina's watching tonight. Is anybody going to play? If nobody wants to do a pick 10, then we may not even mess with it because I don't want to do one bad enough to do it alone. Mary had to leave. She said she would do the pick 10 later, but she had to do something tonight. She didn't say what. She just said she couldn't stay. Hand stitching. That sounds like fun, Ruth. What would you do instead of a pick 10? I don't know, Erin. I hadn't planned on doing anything. I mean, I hadn't thought of anything else because I was just expecting to do that. Oh, bye-bye, Janet. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Bless you, honey. Um, I could play on the jelly plate for a while. If nobody wants to do a pick 10, I'd be happy to play on the jelly plate for a while. I need to do some of that anyway. So what do you think? Do you want to play on the jelly plate instead? I've been okay, why don't we just do that then? That's fine with me. I've been wanting to do ever since I saw Becky playing with the inks and white paint. I've been wanting to do that. So we'll just do that. Let me get these out of the way. That will be fun for me. Wow, I left it really messy last time. Let me get some of these so I can put them around on the edges of things. Let me get some papers out. Here's some papers to play with. Let's stick these over here. No, those look like they're going to fall off if I do that. There we go. I really have got to stop worrying about any crafty stuff and clean this room. But it's not going to happen for a while. I have too many promised projects. Okay. Now let's get, I'm going to get my inks out here. It's going to take me a while because these need to be shook up really good. You can see my shake, shake, shake. Shake your ink. Oh dear. Oh, they are a blast, Erin. If I was going to say there's one thing for me that I would want to give up least of anything, probably my jelly plate would be it. It's, to me, it's one of the funnest things. Some of them are shake up really pretty easily, and others don't. Got these two right here that are, I may have to get out a stick and stir them. I think I will because I'm tired of shaking them. And then I've got these that are not iridescent, they're just regular. These are from last year's Hobby Lobby thing. Well, they have settled a little bit. Okay, these three I'm going to have to stir up. And then let's find the white paint. I got this big old thing of white paint that needs to be used too. So, and the brayer and some kind of wipe off paper. Oh, sorry. Avalanche. Okay, I'll brayer off on that. Oh, let me get a stir these a little bit. What is that doing in there? Look at that. That's one of those magnetic things. It was inside the paint. This one might not be good. Sorry, it's taking me a minute to do this. Well, Becky, yeah, that's just really strange. I don't know if you were here when we decided to play on the jelly plate instead of doing a pick 10. Everybody out there was just in the mood to watch something, and I wasn't in the mood to do a pick 10 by myself. So I decided I was going to play with the white paint and inks like you did. Mm. Let's see if we can. All right, let's flap this off and stir up the other one. Got a couple more that need to be stirred. Well, there's another one. Okay, that's just weird. At least this one's stirring better than that last one. Okay, well, that little thing's not in here. So this one's kind of solidified down there too. Hopefully it'll integrate enough we can get some sparkle. That's all I care about. I'm about to get it. Oh, y'all are getting bored watching me stir. It's not like the most exciting thing we could be doing. Yeah. Well, luckily I only paid $1.50 for them and not $8.99. I'd have been upset at $8.99. So, okay. Whew. Let's do that. Let me put a. I'll use this to dig out the white paint when I'm ready for it. Okay. Now then, let's start with this one since I just worked on it. Okay, that sounds good. Alrighty. This is really thin paper. It might be a mistake to use it on here, but I think I need to mix another color with that one. I don't think I want to do that thinner paper. Change my mind about it. Got all kinds of weird papers we're going to use the back of. Let's go ahead and add a few more drops of this. A little more white paint. There we go. It's a little bit darker. Let's try some of this one. We'll add a little bit of this too. Janet got a phone call that she had to go take, and she said it sounded like it was bad news. So that's why she had to leave. Oh, looky there. That's not good. That'll be a white spot in the middle. Okay, well, it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more of that. Maybe I need to just put white paint on this and see if I can pick up, get some of that off of there. Usually this works, it works fine to leave it with stuff on it, but it's been so dry here lately, it probably wasn't a good idea. We'll just lay this down and see if we can get it to pull up some of that. She said she was feeling some better. Yeah, she didn't say she was well, but she said she was feeling some better. I picked up quite a bit of stuff, but there's still a lot left on there. I think we're going to do it again.
don't think I put quite enough paint last time, and I put too much this time. Well, that didn't hardly do anything. I mean, it pulled some up, but not like I wanted it to. Okay, well, we're just going to go on because I'm not in the mood to cry over it at the moment, and I don't want to go to the effort of trying to really work to clean it off. Let's add a little bit of this. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this side down this time because there's plenty of paint on here. Good night, Beverly. Get some sleep. Yeah, pink and yellow. Ooh, that's pretty. I really like that one. Even with the paper underneath it. Let's see if we can, how much we can get of. We got up quite a bit of stuff there. Let's do that pink again. And this time, let's add a little of this purple with it. All right, we'll just drop a little bit. Oops, that was a lot. Didn't mean to use that much. I don't think I'm going to worry with the white on this one since there's so much of the purple. Excuse me. don't like that. Goodness gracious. Let me get a drink. Sorry. Thank you, Barb. Okay. Put a little bit of this blue. I'm going to do the back of it this time. That's so strange. I don't usually get bubbles like that. Something's going on that's not normal. That turned out real pretty, didn't it? I really like that one. Okay, I'm gonna work on this just a little bit. I'm obviously needing to take it in and give it a real cleaning. Tonight, but okay. Let's do some of this purple. And we'll do a little bit of this pink with it. Ooh, that's pretty. It's happened again, and I had it down there. That's really weird. It's like it was flat and then it bunched up. That's fun. It pulled off a little bit of grunge over here. I like that. Let me change pages here. Let's see what we can pick up. It looks very Eastery, doesn't it? Yeah, the metallics are pretty. I really like them. I'm going to do, I think, some copper with the pink. Hi, Laurie. I'm glad you're here. Okay, see, I'm laying it down. I'm pressing it down. I'm going to pick up the extra with this. And it wrinkles up. That's pretty too. I'm going to be in a swap where we have to send some things that have to do with spring, and so I wanted to make some flowers out of penny papers, and that's what I'm hoping we're going to get here. Yeah, I did. It crinkled when it got wet. Oh, that's not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting this. It crinkled as soon as it got really wet. And there's one of those little magnetic things inside that one too. Well, our air is way dry, so I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if that is affecting it. Because it's really we have had zero moisture. It's not like this is a really wet time of year for us normally, but usually we've gotten something by now, and we haven't gotten anything. That's pretty. I think I'm gonna do some sprays for a minute, just to get something, do something a little bit different. I haven't ever used sprays on here, but I noticed that Becky did, so I'm going to too. See what happens with that. That really blends. That's a really good idea, Laurie. Sometimes I do when I'm watching, but when I'm playing, I just play. That's pulled up some fun stuff. I like that one. I thought it was going to be pretty boring since we had pick up anything that's wet. Okay, let's try this fuchsia. Maybe if I don't do a whole sweep across, it'll stay mixed up better. I don't know. I don't know. Just now? Sorry, Dawn. I've been here since about 5 till 7. I think we're going to have to just forget notifications if we know somebody usually goes live at a certain time and just show up, because I've been having trouble getting notifications too. I actually got one this week for Tanya and for Mary both, though, which for several weeks I haven't been getting them. Oh, sorry, Rose. Just rest them. Unfortunately, if you're still here and you're resting them, then all you get to do is listen to me, and that's not very exciting. Oh, but that is a gorgeous paper. Look at that. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love that. Finally picking up some of that grunge. That makes me happy. Okay. Grab that paper again. Let's see if we can get up some more. A little more stuff. Let's try the purple. Can't remember if I did purple or not before. I think I did the turquoise and then the pink. That one's pretty mottled. Oh, I had that happen with Mary a couple of times in a row, Dawn. I had to go to videos and find her in videos instead of, in her just where her channel would have shown it. You would think it would show up that she was live. I had to actually go in videos and find her most recent video, which was when she was live. So I don't know. They're not being very, very helpful. Okay. I'm not sure which of these Well, then, oh, there we go. So we'll maybe not be using that one. Oh, that was alcohol ink. I didn't realize that. I hope that doesn't ruin my plate. I think I've seen people use alcohol inks on here before, so hopefully it'll be okay. But I've never done it. That's interesting. It's good starts for backgrounds. Yeah, spray them white acrylic paint. Okay. I'm going to go back to some of this. And let's add a little bit of three different things here. Let's see what we get. Hi, Arlene. Glad you're here. Well, that'll make pretty flower petals. I think I want to do some yellows. See what we get with this. Oh. That was some more alcohol ink. Did you see how it made the paint bubble up underneath? It was kind of weird. I tell you something looks like peeled paint. That looks like peeled paint, doesn't it? That's really interesting. Let's do this one. Oh, come on. This one's kind of a yellow with some iridescent stuff in it. Oh, me too, Laurie. And I love it. That's one thing about jelly plates. I figure get the biggest one you can afford because you can do little pieces on a big plate, but it's a lot harder to do big pieces on a little plate. Okay. I'm going to do some more of this. This is really, really thin. This is the thinnest acrylic anything that I've ever had. It's way thinner than those other inks. I'm going to put just a couple of drops of this pink in here. Okay, 4. Well, that's cool. I just got mine off of Amazon because it was the cheapest place that I looked, but I didn't look at Joggles. Let's go ahead and that's looking pretty cool now, isn't it? This one is 12 by 14. Yeah, Arlene. Well, the neat thing about that size is you can use it actually on a journal or something, which is cool. You can't do with, a big one like this, but um, any size is better than none. That's for certain. I would rather have a 5 by 5 jelly plate than no jelly plate at all because you can do a lot of fun stuff with it. Okay. Let me see if I can move some of these papers off because I'm running out of space here. I guess I could go do another layer on top of them. Let's do that with those. See if there's more that are dry. Okay. We'll just do something else on top of those 3. Let's do this. I'm not going to do it real hard everywhere because I don't want to cover that up completely. I just want to add to it. That looks good. Let's see if we can get some more here. Added a little bit of interest there. I like that. Okay, let's do dribbling paint first and then the color. Okay. Oops. That was that really, really thin paper that I got at the beginning. I decided I didn't want to use again. Yeah, I think that's exactly what mine cost, Giovanna, because I got a $50 Amazon gift card for Christmas, and that's what I spent it on was my jelly plate. Or maybe it was for my birthday. One or the other. I can't remember now. I think it was my birthday actually. But I got a gift card, a $50 gift card, and that's what I used. No, that's not true. I lied. What happened is my mom normally gives me $50 for my birthday. That's what she always gives me. And I was counting on that $50 to buy the jelly plate from Amazon. But my husband knew that my mom was giving me a new oven for my birthday. So he bought me the jelly plate and just had it sent to me because he was afraid I was going to be disappointed. I told him I was not going to be disappointed with a new oven. That was an awesome gift. But he didn't want me to be disappointed because he knew I was counting on buying a jelly plate with it. So he just bought it for me for my birthday. He's pretty awesome. He's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Right. Yeah. No shipping on Amazon. And that's why if you have Amazon Prime, and we do, because we buy pretty much all of our gifts for everybody from Amazon, and that shipping makes a huge difference. Didn't get that much copper with that. I was hoping it would come up on that. Yeah. And guess what is Friday? Now I have to see if there's anything big I want to buy myself for the. Oh, it's your birthday again? Comes around fast, doesn't it, Tanya? My birthday's not till August, so I'm just gonna see if I can pull up some stuff. Okay. Let's go ahead and just pull it up on top of that. The older you get, the faster they come around. That's true. That is true. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's nice, Laurie. Let's add a little bit of that. That is true. I don't have any grandbabies yet. It will be a while before I have any grandbabies. Mm. Okay, let's see. Look at this one all curled up from hanging up there. I think I want to leave that one like it is. Um, when you mix the white paint with them, it tones down the metallic-y. You can still see it some, but it's not as metallic as they look when they're on top of the paint. When you mix the white paint with it, it kind of takes that away. That's pretty, isn't it? Okay. I was wanting to try some of these on here. I don't know. Let's see if well, if I can get that even on there in time. You're welcome, Tanya. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what it is you're thanking me for. My retrieval system's on the blink too. That's interesting, isn't it? That's pretty cool, actually. I want to spritz it with water and see how much we can pick up another time. Because they're supposed to be, reactivated. So let's see. We're going to start at noon Central Time. Ruth, and yeah, noon Central Time. Yeah, art supplies are more important than food. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? Very interesting. Look, there's still some on there. Let's see if we can do another one, just for kicks. That's supposed to be one of the cool things about those. Hi, Adidol. It's good to see you. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm going to have to stop in a little bit. My energy levels are not back up where I would like for them to be. That's interesting. It's definitely pulled up some stuff. I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, you didn't have to take it back, Adidol. That's okay. I understand. Where are you going? Are you getting to go somewhere fun? I wish I was packing to go somewhere fun. Let's try a couple of these. This is antique linen. Not sure what it'll do. Ooh, I dirtied that up. That's not good. See if we can get that off. Well, I may have ruined that one. Didn't even think about that. Okay. I think I'm going to just put this white paint over the top of it and see what happens. I'll try that next, Lori. I didn't see it before I did this. Sorry. That's really cool. I like that. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, and then she says spritz it and use the brayer lightly. So let's do that. See what happens. Gonna be a completely different look. That looks very cool, doesn't it? I like that. Very, very cool. Okay. Do it again on the sides and clean the plate. Okay, let's try it and see if it'll work. So far, I haven't been having a lot of luck with my plate getting cleaned tonight. Okay. Oops, there's another spot right there. Still wet. Okay. I'm put this down over the whole plate. Usually if something's going to pull everything up, it's deli paper. So we'll see what happens. Well, it pulled up some, Barb, but it didn't really clean it. But it definitely pulled up some. That looks pretty. Let's try just spritzing it with water and doing it again and see what happens. Um, yes, I do. I do, Peg. I'm glad you're here. Hi. Hmm, it's not. It's it just left water on the plate. Okay, let's try the tape if I can find it. I think I took my packing tape back inside the house. Just for kicks, let's see if this tape will work. Ah, that wasn't a good plan. Okay, let's just do these for right now, and then I'll do these after we pull this up. Well, it didn't work so great. I think I'll just left this, put it back and try again. Maybe I didn't burnish it good enough. I think I just left this on there so long that it's nothing's going to want to pick it up very good. No, we picked up some, but not quite as good as I was hoping for. Worked a little bit better up there. Maybe I just didn't leave it long enough down here. Let's stick another one and see. Spritz it with alcohol and then add paint. Okay, well, I'm going to try it. Well, good grief. I don't have enough alcohol in here to. Oh, there we go. Okay, then add paint. Nothing works when you want it to. That's the story of my life. Oh goodness! If y'all weren't watching it, I probably could have gotten it up a dozen times by now. Practically nothing came off. A little bit of white paint, but not much else. Oh, how funny. Oh, goodness gracious. Maybe we just need to work on a little bit at a time. Let's just work on this part right here. Let me find the alcohol. See if I can. No, that's not working. Let's do some of this alcohol ink here. Since I'm not having any luck. Well, let's brayer it a little bit. All right, let's try this again. Really concentrate right there. Hand sanitizer. I haven't tried that. Oh, hi, Rosie. We've been playing with the jelly plate, and now I have mess everywhere. We were trying to see if to pull this paint up, and it's not wanting to come up. We've tried all the different things, but Holly says hand sanitizer, so we're gonna try that next. Let me find a clean. Well, that's not completely clean, but maybe it'll work. Okay, I know I do have. Here we go. Okay, let's just brayer that all over the place and see. Let's let it loosen it up a minute. Then we'll put the paper down. It looks tough. Though this one is tough. Usually it comes up pretty easy. Usually I can get it up pretty easy, but tonight it's not cooperating. I think it's feeling neglected because it's been a while since I've done any jelly printing. And I left it dirty when I left it. So it's going to teach me a lesson. You know, when I first started jelly printing, it was like, don't use sprays on your jelly plate. Don't use ink on your jelly plate. Don't use any alcohol product on your jelly plate. And now they're using everything on the jelly plate. Still a little bit worried about letting that hand sanitizer just sit there. But I think it's going to have to go in the sink. I think that's what it's going to take. Arlene, I think you have found the key. Just turn off the camera. It's paint, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. If I could just get it to come up like it's supposed to. But this is sticking. Okay. Well, thanks, Becky. Have fun cleaning up the kitchen. See you Wednesday. Um, it's pretty thick. Okay. I'm wondering if usually deli paper is the thing that works the best. But I'm wondering if I tried something else, would it work better? I don't know if I have anything else that's big enough. Let me look. Okay, I've got a couple of these. I could just layer them. So I think I'm gonna let's use something besides this white. This white's obviously not working. See if I use a different color, maybe it'll. I don't know why that would make a difference, but okay, let's see. Okay, I've seen a lot of people use unbleached titanium, so we're going to try that. This is a little bit heavier body paint, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I kind of think it's not good for this, but I'm not sure, so we're going to use it anyway. Certainly can't be a lot worse than what we've already tried, so. Okay, go do your chores, Tanya. Not sure if I'll be here when you come back or not. I can feel my voice giving up a little bit. Well, I've always thought the thin paint would be better too, but we've been trying the thin paint and it didn't work. So I decided to try this just in case. Let's even try. Hello. Hi, Bootsy. Let's see what happens. Well, I left some paper behind. It did pull up quite a bit. Let's see how much we got on this other. Oh, I'm leaving paper. That obviously was not the best plan. Let's go this direction, see if we can pull that paper up. Okay, well, we got quite a bit off. Maybe we just need to try that again. Or maybe since there's a layer gone, we could try the thinner paint and see if it'll work now. I don't know. Hi, Nick and Tina. Glad you're here. We're trying to clean this jelly plate by pulling off prints. We're not having as much luck as I usually have. Okay, let's see. It did pick up quite a bit. Let me see if I have a brand new sheet of deli paper that I haven't done anything on. Well, there's something on one side, but there's a brand new one. Okay, we're going to put some light paint and we're going to try this. And let's do let's try this beachcomber beige just because the unbleached titanium seemed to work better than the white. Okay, what's that? That's some little bits of something. That's weird. It's spitting at me. That's really strange. Okay. I don't know. Ah, well, we may go back to that, Rosie. We may go back to that. Well, we pulled up a little bit more, but mostly it's just the beachcomber beige. Okay. We're going to try the unbleached titanium again. And with the deli paper. Okay, here goes. Burnish the paint onto the paper a little bit more. I'll just peel up the paint there on the side. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, no. So I don't know if I had too much paint that time or if I really need paper that can soak up a little bit more paint. Sure, Holly. I have no idea what the prize will be, but I'd be happy to give you a prize if you figure it out. If I have to take it to the kitchen sink and do it, I get the prize. Oh, it is. That is possible. All right. Um. So we might. Are you saying we might could get up some more if we used it again? Yeah. I didn't have packing tape, so we tried regular tape, and that didn't work very good. Um. Let me go in the house real quick and get some packing tape, and we'll try that. And then we'll try the hand sanitizer thing again, and then we're going to call it good. Okay. Okay, go get your kids, Peg. You're probably already gone since I had to go and find one of my kids to pick up the packing tape for me off of the way up high place where we keep it. This time I made sure that I went off the edge. I got a great bunch of friends, don't I, Bootsy? A great bunch of creative friends. Well, we got some of it. It's still not giving me the result I want, but let's try over here. Use a bone folder. Okay, I know I have one, but I don't know where it is, so I'll use the handle of this paintbrush. Well, we got more that time. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? I think I might keep that one. All right, let's do another layer right here and see. I thought I was pushing down pretty hard with my hands, but evidently not hard enough. Didn't get that right there, though. Let's try over here. You know, I've always heard people talk about how their teenagers always think they're smarter than their parents. Well, I got news for you. My teenagers are smarter than their parents. Oh, goodness. I didn't realize how much, and it's a blessing. I'm not upset, but how much more my kids have learned about history and about science and about um, all kinds of things uh, than I learned when I was in school because they have the chance to study the things they're interested in since we homeschool. But my daughter was just talking to me about something else she had learned about war. I'm like, I can't even take it in right now. Oh, she's wanting to write her own books, and so she's wanting to learn about how to have these peoples, in her books governed. What would be a good way to have them governed? And so she's learning all about different kinds of government and stuff. All of this because she wants to be a writer, not because um, not because she's studying government, because she'll study government next year, but she's learning all this stuff now because she wants to figure out how to make a good world in her book. It's been a pleasure to watch them grow up, that's for sure. Okay. Well, we're getting some. Let's see what we can do right here. My kids took after their father a lot too. And that's a good thing in a lot of ways. That's a good thing because he's a pretty smart cookie himself. That's why I liked him. Told him I married him because he was so smart. And he said, well, that means you're pretty smart too. Yep. I didn't have the chance to learn about things by just immersing myself in everything I can find out about it until I got through with college. My kids have been doing that all their lives. So um, when they're interested in the subject, they just study it as deep as they can. And okay, we're getting there. It's not all coming off in one big piece for sure, but we're getting there. Okay, Rose, I think you're winning the prize here. I don't know what the prize is going to be yet, but I'll send you some kind of prize for making me go get packing tape. Because I tried the other kind of tape and it didn't work, but it was what I had out here. Oh, and who's talked about who you told me to get a burnisher? I have to look that up because you deserve a prize too. Oh, it was Rose. That was Rose too. Okay. See? It's definitely Rose who wins the prize. I hope I can think up something good to send you, Rose. Oh, the chat ran off and left me. Well, I'm glad you graduated, Holly. I was 33 when I got married. I had to wait for my husband to grow up. I didn't know that's what I was waiting for because I didn't know him until he was an adult. Um, but when we got married, I was 33 and he was 24. Send her some of the tape. Well, it's not that pretty. I mean, it's pretty, but it's not that pretty. Not pretty enough to be a prize. Because I've seen some of the packing tape stuff that Rose makes, and it's gorgeous. Robin the Cradle. Yeah. What's funny is he has an older brother. Well, he has an older brother that's a few years older than me. And then he has a sister that's older than me. And then he has an older brother that's just about the same age I am. And you'd think I would have at least known them because we grew up in the same church circles and going to the same church events. But I didn't know them either. So it was all for the best. I've got air bubbles under here from when I picked it up before. Most of our married life, nobody would believe he was that much younger than me because he looks pretty mature. And I always looked younger than I was, probably because I'm so short. But now that I've let my hair go white, people would probably not have any trouble believing that I'm older than him. Okay. We've almost got it here. Just a couple of little more pieces. Well, that's cool, Holly. We still haven't bought a house. We just rent this one from my mom. She calls it a rent to own, but I just call it renting right now. Well, that one's not wanting to come up. Okay. Whew. That's good, Holly. That's pretty cool. I tell you, when I first got my first jelly plate, I was so gentle with it, so worried about breaking it, hurting it, because when I pulled off um the protective piece of plastic, it already had bubbles in it. But this one's been through the ringer and it's still great. So I put it through the ringer tonight, just trying to get it clean. Uh-oh. Okay. I think I'm just going to put a little hand sanitizer on here and then wipe it up. See if I can finish cleaning this stuff off. Let's see, get that off. I don't want it to. I still don't think I like the idea of alcohol being on there very long. Okay. Well, we pretty much got it clean now. Oh, goodness. It was an exciting adventure. Oh, well, I'm glad that y'all thought it was an exciting adventure. It was just, it's amazing how, something that I've cleaned off my jelly plate by putting paint on it 100 times, and it's always worked really well until tonight. And I have to think part of it's because it was left on there so long and it was so dry. Because I didn't put it back in the clamshell, I just left it on this with plastic on top of it. And anyway, it's clean now. It's pretty. I don't like those bubbles under it because they end up, making it. Ah! Oh, that didn't work so well, did it? I don't usually have to mess with that too much either. Okay, we're going to call it good. Well, I'm tired. Use the brayer. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is just too close to the edge over here because it curves a little bit right there. It's the nature of the beast. I agree. I agree. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to call this a done deal, gang. Thank you so much for showing up. And it was a weird night, but I appreciate y'all hanging out with me through all the weirdness. I guess I could show you the papers real quick. A marathon. It was a marathon. Let me get the papers down to show you. They probably dried enough now. We can look at them. I got a lot of papers here. Goodness gracious. We did do a lot. Okay. Let's look real quick. Good night, Barb. Good night, Tanya. We tried a million different things, Tanya, but we got the end of it off with packing tape. And I burnished it really hard with this. And it took a bunch of different tries, but we finally got it off. We got a lot of pretty paper out of it, though. I ought to be able to make some pretty spring flowers with these papers. Yep, I'm happy. I thought there was another one or two. Here's the brayer off page, but that's not the one I'm thinking about. Let's look up here and see. There we go. There's another one that I did where I was taking the bits off. So we got some good papers. Oh. Yeah, in spite of it all, the papers looked good. So it was a win-win. Thank you all. God bless you and sleep well tonight. Bye-bye, my friends.